Hello, everybody.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Another episode of West Wing here for you.
Yeah, we're getting ahead here for Patreon. We're going to be 4 ahead this week, so check it out. This is the first time we actually get to move right into another episode. We get to do a little bit of binging. Yeah,
this
it's
is
great
because the last episode ended nicely, but I want to see where they're going forward.
Absolutely.
Leo, he, you know what? He's a good guy. But
Yeah.
he might have made a bad decision by keeping. I don't know if they said her name. They might have.
They said her name. I just don't remember it. A
family friend of your enemy is Claypool. She's staying here in the office,
Right.
which I feel like in the real world she would be gone, if not maybe prosecuted.
Right, yeah, she's the one who's leaking information. They found out, they fired her. He talked to her and decided to bring her back. In the personnel room with security clearance after she's been leaking multiple stories of classified material.
Go put your stuff back.
Yeah. For me, I feel like that was Aaron Sorkin getting a little too sentimental for me in that moment. I feel like you can still have that conversation, like, I forgive you, I understand why you did it. You still can't work here.
No judgment on her character.
Right.
Maybe a little bit.
But
sure. She had her
She had her reasons, but that's a big security risk.
I feel like her father and Claypool are going to be like, hey, what else can you give us?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
She's going to be like, no, he's a nice guy. And like, well, guess what? You're not getting paid anymore.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you any more money.
He literally just said, I know you're a high security risk, but we're going to put you in a high security position anyway.
All right.
Okay.
Well, let's see where that goes.
Yeah.
I doubt they touch on it again.
Right. I'm assuming we'll never see her again. It was just a sentimental moment that one went a little too far for me on the show.
Yeah.
For otherwise, it was a perfect episode.
Great episode.
Yeah.
Every episode of The West Wing is great. But
absolutely.
That was a really good, touching moment. I like that we're actually seeing who leaked it,
Right.
And going forward, let's see what other issues we have, because the fallout from this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it can't be done yet on the fallout of this, I don't think. For me, overall, the whole episode was largely about CJ and the difficult stuff that she has to deal with in her job, being the barrier between the administration and the press.
That's a job I do not envy at all.
No, she looked beaten through that whole episode.
She almost leaked a story to Danny.
She did.
So she's feeling the stress right now.
Yeah, of course. And God, it is an impossible job that she was doing in that episode. Impossible.
It is. As always, make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing.
Please subscribe.
Over on Patreon. We've got a bunch of new subscribers.
Yeah.
We are super happy to have you guys here.
Going to go ahead and welcome here. So much. Please forgive me for butchering. MTC93, Aganon3, Cha, Atnor Morda, Tiffany Tews, Lizeth Ventura, B, Bobayin, and Trine. I'm sorry if I got any of those names mispronounced, but thank you. We really appreciate it and welcome.
Thank you so much, guys.
Very, very, very much so. We do have other Patreon exclusives going. Right now we are watching Succession on HBO, which we are loving. It is a Patreon exclusive. We are 5 episodes and soon to be 6 episodes in, so check us out over there.
Yep.
If you are interested in the full reactions to this and the other stuff, the link to our Patreon is in the description below. So please go give it a check. I am very excited to get back into The West Wing. This is one of the most bingeable dramas I've ever watched.
It is.
And we have been good boys and not binged it for the sake of the audience who's watching along with us. Right. Today we get to
We're getting ahead this week.
We're getting ahead this week, and we are loving it.
The application for a stay of execution of the sentence of death presented to the Chief Justice and referred by him to the court is denied.
Jerry, it's always
someone's getting
at the White
executed.
House.
Have a guy at the White House.
I'm saying, who can we call right now?
At 8 o'clock on a Friday?
Yes.
Sam Seaborn.
You know Seaborn?
I used to beat him up in high school.
It's a bachelor party.
I'm saying...
I can all my liquor.
No, you can't.
I can drink with the best of them.
You can't drink with any of them, Josh.
I mean, there aren't going to be strippers there. Men don't like that anymore.
Men don't like naked women anymore?
No, we still like naked women a lot. It's looking at them in a room full of your best friends that makes you feel a little...
I feel like that's weird, too.
Tacky,
yeah.
A campaign manager, a guy named Joey Lucas?
Never heard of him.
Me neither.
What's he like?
I didn't speak with him. I spoke with his assistant. He's going to be very excited to meet with you. Joshua Lyman, Deputy Chief of Staff. You can hear from the horse's mouth. Cutting the cord now, Bonnie. Going to be unreachable for the weekend.
Oh, no.
No.
I'm taking my pager.
I would take the cell phone.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh, Sam. Answer the phone. Dang.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
You are going to go to the president. You're going to tell him he can't run from this one. He's got to consider my client. You're going to tell him that.
I don't talk to the president that way, Bobby. Nobody talks to the president that way. And I got to tell you, not that many people talk to me that way anymore. Well, I won't be here tomorrow morning, but I'll ask Toby Ziegler.
Where are you going? So talk to the president first thing in the morning.
Well, it's Saturday, and I think Toby will probably be at Temple first thing when he gets...
What temple?
The execution is scheduled for 12:01 Monday morning, so ball's in our court.
I'm not sure the president wants the ball in our court.
Well, that makes
Yeah.
two of us.
The court denied the appeal. Why isn't he being executed at midnight tonight?
We don't execute people between sundown Friday and sundown Sunday.
We don't execute people on the Sabbath.
No.
Oh, God.
That's about the most bizarre thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Watch The Big Lebowski. You know they don't do anything on the Sabbath.
Right? Yeah. Shomer Shabbos.
Yeah.
Sam, go. Let Toby take care
He
of
can't. He's got that sense of duty, man.
Yeah.
I know.
He is a good man.
I knew it. It's, literally from the opening, I was like, I feel like he's not going to be going.
I thought they would have had done a cool pass it on thing, but
Yeah.
nope, doesn't look like it.
Oh my God.
He didn't hold his liquor.
No, he did not.
Josh,
I'm in politics. We're not late to work, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
why didn't you go home after the party?
I couldn't find my keys.
Some coffee, maybe?
Yeah.
What's the meeting again?
Joey
breakfast
Lucas
sandwich
about
around there?
O'Dwyer?
Yes.
You cannot wear that suit.
You can't wear those clothes.
Yeah.
Fine.
Trust me.
Oh my God. Well, been there. Yeah, we've all been there.
You should pull a Don Draper and keep a change of clothes there at the
Yes,
office for that
absolutely.
occasion. Yeah.
I was kind of surprised he doesn't, yeah?
Right.
Do you have any idea how much I would like to dress you up in lederhosen and drop kick you into a fjord?
You don't know.
It was quite a trip.
I was looking for a
Not
Paris.
over yet.
Charlie. We haven't seen
Yeah.
Charlie.
We haven't seen Charlie in a while, yeah.
That violence begets violence.
Why not sit towards the back then, you know?
Vengeance is not Jewish.
It's like they're talking about the death penalty there in the sermon
Yeah.
a little bit. That's interesting.
Every episode has those echoes. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm at temple right now.
Yeah. By any chance, is your rabbi giving a sermon on capital punishment?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
Is your
actually.
rabbi
Yeah.
giving a sermon on capital punishment?
No matter.
Are you
Yeah.
the unmotivated
Oh.
jackass who has the DNC choking off funding for the O'Dwyer campaign in the California?
Why not just be like, hey,
Go
can you
sit
guys
down.
get out of my office while I
Give me
change
10
real quick?
minutes.
Told me to
yeah.
tell you the appeal was denied.
So this is this
saying
this
my
execution
rabbi
is something
wrote a
that
sermon
everyone's
just
been
for me?
talking about for
I guess
sure.
so.
Yeah.
How did he know what was going on here?
Any evidence that capital punishment serves as a deterrent?
Speculative evidence, best.
What are the stats on federal executions and the president stepping in?
63 was the last execution.
Did he know where I was going to be?
I told him.
You told him.
Yeah.
He was prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney under the 88 drug kingpin law that was modified into the 94 Omnibus Crime Bill.
Which allows for the death penalty in certain drug-related homicides.
I'm not familiar with that law. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. I don't know.
I'm going to want to talk to the Pope.
Yes, sir.
Charlie,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you a question. And what happened to the guy who shot your mother?
They haven't found him yet, sir.
If they did, would you want to see him executed?
I wouldn't want to see him executed, Mr. President.
Really?
I'd want to do it myself.
Oh, okay. I mean, I get that sentiment, but that's kind of why you don't let family members decide the fates of people, because that's the answer. I agree with him.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be the decider, It's a tough issue.
It is so tricky. It's really
Yeah.
it's you're playing God,
Yeah.
and
State sponsored murder is what it is.
and there's the whole aspect of like you got to make sure it's the right guy too.
Right.
Doing way too well.
They want him there.
Hey, lunatic lady!
Oh
When I tell you that there's absolutely no way that you're going to see the president.
Oh my God!
Because the state shouldn't kill people.
And that's where I came down. Yeah.
murder and drug trafficking.
Send him to prison.
I've got a Harris poll says 71% of the American people support capital
Yeah,
punishment.
that's probably still close to true.
That's
I
a
think it
political
is.
problem.
I'm a politician.
Sir,
I don't like guys that run for Congress because they think it's a good gig. Find yourself alive one and I'll get interested.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that as a reason. Your candidate's not good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had your moment.
Find me a live one.
Yeah. Give me a better candidate. I wish we were still like that.
We're going back to the hotel.
Herschel Walker.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my God, Herschel Walker.
That was me saying.
Oh, Josh.
Go home, Josh.
Josh, get some food. Get us some
Yeah.
coffee.
Get a nice big greasy burger in you and go home and get some sleep.
Stop going to bachelor parties.
Yeah.
You missed the end of my sermon yesterday.
Do you know this actor's name?
well,
can't
I had to go back to
The
the
rabbi?
office, and I
Yeah.
think you know.
He played Richie Aprile on The
He asked if I
Sopranos.
had any
Actually,
influence on Toby Ziegler.
can't think of his name off the top of my
Clearly,
head. He was also
he
in Mean
hadn't
Streets.
spent any time with Toby Ziegler.
The Torah doesn't prohibit capital punishment. It says an eye for an eye.
But it's just plain wrong by any modern standard.
That's absolutely right.
Society has a right to protect itself.
I wish.
It doesn't have a right to be vengeful.
I do too. Yeah.
I have this biographical information. His mother's name is Sophia. Sophia.
You're gonna need more than that.
I have more than that.
The country's chopping
At
kill out.
12:01, he'll get the injection.
CJ.
No, I'm saying after 60 seconds, he'll strain against the straps. His head will have snapped back violently and... Wish I didn't know his mother's name was Sophia, is all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's hard. That's tough.
I mean, you don't want to be part of it at all.
No.
Like, how much would you have to be paid to be the person that has to eject somebody? You know? God.
We cannot execute some people and not execute others, depending on the mood of the other office. It's cruel and unusual.
Let that be the next guy's problem.
Yeah.
This thing was supposed to go back to the Sixth Circuit, and I don't know how.
What are
the
you
hell
talking about prepared? The court sat. The president out of the country another 2 days?
Probably.
Yes.
Tom. Mr. President. Well, how do you talk to the Kremlin?
Is that the late, great Carl Malden?
I want to talk to the Kremlin.
Is it?
Would you like a drink?
No, no, thanks.
It is.
Wow.
To be honest, I prefer Mr. President.
That's fine.
You understand why, right?
Do I need to know why?
It's not ego.
I didn't think it was.
There's certain decisions I have to make while I'm in this room. It's helpful in those situations not to think of yourself as the man, but as the office.
Oh, I totally
Then,
get that.
Mr. President, it is. You remind me of the man that lived by the river. He heard a radio report that the river was going to rush up and flood the town. I'm religious. I pray. God loves me. God will save me. The town is flooding. Let me take you to safety. But the man shouted back, I'm religious. I pray. God loves me. The man drowned. God said, I sent you a radio report, a helicopter, and a guy in a rowboat. What the hell are you doing here?
Wow.
He sent you a priest, a rabbi, and a Quaker, Mr. President.
Yeah. Execution's over.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Would you like me to hear your confession?
Yes, please.
Man.
That is...
That was incredible.
That's the best episode.
That was absolutely incredible.
That's the best episode. And by far, that's the best episode. Oh, my God. Look, regardless of religion, it's tough. I love the he sent you a priest, a
that
rabbi,
was
a Quaker.
amazing. And to have Carl Malden there doing that, such a great actor. And man, did they really tackle a really complicated issue. Yeah. But it's such a tough issue they tackled so well.
And yeah, it's a good lesson.
Yeah.
You need to look for when God... Look, I'm not super religious, but like for the purpose of the show, when God sends you a lifeline, grab it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And it's too little too late, Jed, you know, and...
What was it political?
It's very political. And I'm not necessarily for capital punishment, but I understand why it's there. There are circumstances to where, you know, there's absolute monsters in this world.
Sure.
That don't deserve to be here. And,
right.
I do think that prison is... Look, prison's terrible. Prison's prison.
Right.
You know what I mean? We only have so much room in those prisons too, and I think that's a big part of the reason why capital punishment is still a thing. I know in most states it's not anymore.
I think it's illegal here now.
It is. We're the Midwest, but I can't agree with it. I don't agree with capital punishment.
I don't, and that's just me. And I know a lot of people will disagree with me. That's okay. We're allowed to disagree. This is America. We're supposed to have different ideas, and it's a controversial issue. I don't like the idea of the government killing people for revenge when it's not.
Revenge.
I think I agree with you. These are monsters, and I think they should die in prison. I really do. I don't think they should ever get a second of free air again. Right? That's yeah. Live with it. I would rather you be in prison forever, living with what you did.
You don't get to be a part of society.
Right. You're done. But I think it's I don't think it's about
It's an emotional response.
It is. Yeah, as I'm saying, it's not about the person that we kill when we do it. It's about us.
It is.
You know what I mean?
That's very well said.
That's the issue. Is when we execute someone, it's not about them anymore. It's about us feeling better about killing them.
And that's highlighted with Charlie,
right?
When he's like, "I would want to do it myself."
Exactly, and he's not wrong. I would be in the same boat in the same circumstance.
Yes, if a loved one.
You want it, yeah.
Yeah, you want revenge. And that's the whole point, is that vengeance gets you nowhere.
It gets you, right.
It gets you nowhere.
Right. Someone murders a loved one of mine, I would want them dead, but I shouldn't be the one to make that decision.
That person's not suffering anymore.
Anyway.
That person's off this earth.
Right.
If you put somebody in prison, like, look, I get it. The system is flawed.
Sure. We're getting... Yeah, we're getting preachy on the subject.
Sure. Yeah.
These are just our thoughts on the subject,
guys. If you disagree with us,
that's totally fine.
Respect.
We're not right. I'm not saying
we're not,
right.
Nobody's right.
Nobody's right.
That's the point.
And you're not wrong.
We're just
where we are after where that episode emotionally hit us. That's where we are.
We're echoing the sentiment of the show.
Right. The thing that I keep coming back to, the thing that really got me, is when CJ said, "I really wish I didn't know his mother's name was Sophia."
That's tough. That's tough.
That's where it is. It's a person. It's a horrible person.
It's a horrible person.
But it's still
monsters in this world.
It's still a person. And that's somebody's mother that's gonna. I don't know.
It's so tricky.
Tricky.
And it also shows that how hard this job is. I mean, like, I wouldn't want to be the president if you paid me $1 million. I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's in many regards you're playing God, and that's just. I don't see how anybody would want to do that.
And just take a moment to appreciate how well written and well cast and acted that episode was too.
Genius.
That was genius.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a little like, oh, genius. Yeah, it's like when you throw the term genius.
People throw it around a lot,
very
but
loosely. But that's brilliant.
That was great work, start to finish.
It was absolutely incredible.
That is a masterclass on how to write an episode about dealing with a controversial issue. And I look forward to the next two that we're going to do here in the next 2 days as we pack it up.
This show's amazing, guys.
It is. We will catch you very soon, guys. Thank you.
Bye.